yeah, it wasn't the ideal start. We've been working on trying to start fast, and we didn't. But I reckon there was reasons for it, because clearly the stoppages out of centre bounce, they were just dominant, weren't they? Hanneth was having a big effect. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Put the backs under a lot of pressure early. Although we did kick the first goal, which was nice. Josh Gore did a ripper tackle, and Isaac took the spoils, picked up the ball and kicked the goal. So that was good. But yeah, after that it was all one-way traffic. Went out at quarter time, just readdressed probably what we do in the centre bounce. Put Josh Schiller in there, and he steadied the ship a bit, I reckon, when he went in the second quarter, which helped us. He didn't do as much in the first quarter. So we looked, and also Joel Stevens, I backed a bit more to go in there. So we put some bigger bodies in the centre bounce, and then we put it on our rucks, which was Mackenzie and Rana, to actually give us more of a contest. And I reckon the boys lifted across the board though. Did you notice the intensity lifted as in tackling and pressuring the opposition? And we really pressed up. Had a great quarter to keep them to 2 behinds, kicked 2 goals 7. That was a bit disappointing. Would have been nice to have maybe picked another 3 goals out of that. 5 goals 4 would have been a good result. A bit of just reward. Might have gone in at half time a bit closer, which would have been better. Still, the mood was good at half time. But then for the first 10 minutes of the third quarter again, Glenelg was so good at getting a bit of a run on, and they kicked 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. And when I look back on the vision, you can see that there's just a couple of structural things that didn't go our way, which we can deal with. We can fix that. That's just human error on a few of the boys. So did a lot of education. I'll do a lot of education in the review, which will be good. But then in the middle of the third quarter, we looked like we were really starting to rally again, and then we let them get 2 late goals, which went from that 4-goal margin to a 6-goal margin again, and we pulled one back just before 3-quarter. So what are we, 5 down at 3-quarter time, and boys were in a pretty good upbeat mood at 3-quarter time, and which made it easy for me to coach, because they were really focused and thinking about how they can win this game, which was really positive. And that's how they attacked the last quarter. And Hazeman, with a minute to go, if he kicks that goal and we're 5 points down, that would have been very interesting, because it goes back to centre bounce. Would have given us a chance to. We've been practicing, or we know of a finish type method that we've been working on. So that would have been interesting to see if they could have innovated that. But as it turned out, we just weren't close enough to be able to do it. But look, really proud of the boys in the end that they kept going, and clearly our fitness levels looked pretty good in that last quarter. Whereas Glenelg looked like they were in quicksand. So that was handy. So a lot of positives. Again, a little close, but no cigar. But yeah, a lot to like. With 8 debutants playing together for the first time, and clearly up against a pretty capable unit in Glenelg. I think they look like they'll be up there. And on their home deck, they grow an extra leg there as well. I thought it was really well done to sort of hang in. So there was a lot to like. Particular about what happened, because one thing about the way we play, I understand what I'm trying to do with the team. So had a chat to them about playing 4 quarters of our footy or our brand. So if we can do that, I'm sure we can match it with most of the teams. Yeah, well, I was happy with Josh Gore, 10 tackles. I thought his intensity and his ability to run hard, like get up the ground, then get back, and he got that goal in the last quarter from starting at half-back flank. Well, 80-metre run at the 15-minute mark of the last quarter. That was pretty special by Josh to run inside 50. So that was pleasing. I thought Murray Wade on the wing impressed me. He's only going to get better. I thought Huey Hazeman had some really good scoring opportunities and butchered 2 of them and kicked 1. Oh, he didn't butcher 2 of them, so the other one just missed. So he could have kicked 3 goals. The one he kicked that just went to the other side of the post, and then he kicked the one on the full in the last bit, and he kicked a goal in the last quarter, so he could have kicked 3 goals. So he's got some good upside. I thought some of the backs, I thought Tom Murphy showed a bit. I thought that Cinderberry showed a bit, which was good. I'd like to get a little bit more out of my leaders. I've put it on them a little bit, I must admit. I think Tommy and Logs can give us a bit more. So they're quite open to that, which would be great. Probably the biggest impressive thing was putting Matt McKenzie into the ruck in the second half. He was jumping over Hanneth. a couple of times, which helped us at centre bounce when was going against us early, and then he turned the tide a bit, which was a real positive because we hadn't done any ruck work with him. So that was a bit interesting. You can stumble across some little hidden gems.
So
I thought Costa was really lively. You know, that's a Costa we know. You know, that leg speed. It's like a Speedy Gonzalez. That was that when he ran into the open goal. That was pretty special. So